So I have decided it's probably time to start treating the bees for mites. Um, it's been about 5 days since I was last out here, and when I was last out here, I was showing a scout the bees for a merit badge, and we did fine in the hive that we went in, but then I quickly checked the honey box in the other hive, ended up getting a sting. It's just that one hive. I'm going to show you the one that's here. They are the ones that just get kind of crabby for whatever reason. Now, in all fairness, it had been raining off and on for a couple of days. It was kind of cool that morning, so I'm sure there were a lot more bees in the hive because the field bees just hadn't gone out yet. It wasn't a bad sting, but in fact, I wasn't even convinced I got sting until I actually saw it on my leg later that day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the hive on the left. I like them better. And we're going to pull the honey box off the top. And then I will put the box on that does the treatment. Close up all the holes, all the entrances, so that they get the full treatment for the mites. It'll take about 8 to 10 minutes to treat them. And then put that hive all back together and then do the same thing with the hive on the right. Because I did get stung 5 days ago, I decided to wear my full suit. It's not 100% protection, but I don't know, peace of mind, I guess. So we will go from there. I have brought out everything that I need, hopefully. Smoker, battery that charges up the oxidizer, the box that was built for me that has the oxidizer in it that I'll put the oxalic acid on, and the oxalic acid should be in my bucket. So let's get started. I'm just checking the empty hive box that I have here just to make sure that there's no insects that have moved in and are destroying anything in it. It all looks good. So this is where I'm getting out the oxalic acid to put into the vaporizer to treat the bees. Oxalic acid is white. It kind of looks like a crystal of sugar or salt, something like that. The reason I'm putting on different gloves is because it's actually can cause burns on your skin. You shouldn't inhale it either as it's being vaporized. So I try to be really careful with that. You'll see later in the video that there's one point where I actually did get a good whiff of it. It caused me to cough for quite a while, unfortunately. But yeah, so I just go ahead and I use other gloves just for extra protection. And I just try to be really careful about how I'm handling it. So you're going to see the bees pile up outside there because they can't get in. I've hooked it up to the battery now, as you can see, and we got to wait about 10 minutes or so. So oxalic acid is considered all natural, but even so, I still prefer to take the honey super off of there while I'm treating. It makes me feel better. Some treatments for mites, you're not allowed to have any honey boxes on there when you treat. Other treatments such as oxalic acid and a few others, you can have honey boxes on there. Every every beekeeper is a little different. I think it's just kind of a matter of preference, what you see working for you or not working for you. So this is my preferred method because it's less intrusive in a lot of ways. Some treatments are strips of medicine that you lay in the boxes or hang in the boxes. There's heat treatments. Those work okay, but you risk killing the queen unless you look for her, remove her while you do the treatment, and then put her back in. So there's lots of pros and cons, and no treatment is 100%. We're about maybe 6 minutes in, so I'm just going to take a quick peek in the box just to see how we're doing. Oh, I see a bald-faced hornet. That's not good. Or some sort of mean wasp hornet thing. Hopefully it goes away. It's not going away. I don't know if you've caught a glimpse of it yet or not. It's flying all over here. And honestly, that's a sign of August. Bees in general, bees, insects, they all just kind of start getting stupid in my opinion. And that's because their food resources are lessening. One of them stung my smoker. I decided I don't care if I don't get the front of that entrance completely covered, since they're not as nice as the other hive. All right, let me take. Well, that went really well. I was a little worried after they stung me a few days ago, but I guess it was just a fluke thing. So there we go. 2 hives treated. Every beekeeper's a little bit different. Some of them just keep all the information in their heads. Some write information on the hives themselves, such as when they treat them. I actually keep a journal of it. It's pretty basic. I don't fill in all the information. In fact, this summer, because I've been doing so many videos, I haven't even been logging when I go into the hive each time because I have a video record of it. But it has a date, you know, it asks what colony, weather. Some of this stuff I really don't care about, but it's so quick and easy to do that I just do it real quick. Some of it I totally ignore because I am such a laid back, don't really dive deep into my hives. I don't pay attention to if there's visible eggs and larvae, which is probably why I ended up with 10 stings last summer, but that's a whole nother story. Yeah, I can tell you if there's capped or uncapped honey, but I can't tell you other stuff because I don't go deep into my hives, right or wrong. But what I do want to usually track is when I've treated them and how often, which ones I'm treating, that type of thing. So I usually put that information in here. I might put information about how the honey boxes look just so I can keep track of that, although that I tend to keep just in my head. Previous years I've put information in there about other things. So this one, that year, whatever year that was, I'm guessing that was 2 or 3 years ago, I actually was going into the hives and looking a little further into it. So yeah, it's just kind of basic information here that just helps me keep track of what's going on with my hives.